Take 2 for YouTube, I guess. Back to Wildermyth. We're doing campaign 4 today. I fixed the issue where the game was appearing on the wrong monitor, so you don't have to look at my huge nose or forehead anymore as I'm looking down to read. I'm a genius, and I finally discovered the make my main display checkbox, so worship me as such. And let us get started. Eluna and the Moth. An old book and a young argument lead 2 siblings into the wilderness. Amid the bones of a mythic civilization, they'll embark on a moonstruck journey through tragedy and time, encountering a mysterious wastrel in the woods and bearing witness to the rise of a luminous queen. 5-chapter campaign with Thrixel as the main threat. Storyteller difficulty, no mods. I'm fine with that map seed. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't have crashed again. There we go. Why am I starting with 4? Why is your name Connolf? Oh right, sacrificial lamb was never put into the legacy. That's why. Right, Flux, Quelling Moss, Crystal Sword, and Flash Cone. And we'll take this Angel Wraith, I think. So that's an extra 30% health. Melee attacks only cost 1 action. We're going to take Broad Swipes and Inspiration. I think there is an achievement to get these all the way to the end of the campaign, but I don't think they'll do that because I'm pretty sure they'll retire before that. 0 Calamities. The Wild Hill Painter and Returning Home. I'm good with all of those for now, so let us start. Alright, a Flux has a Pinecone. Memories and dreams. Those lightless gleams that our eyes seek and finding. They take us from tables and summon us home, warmly felt and ever fading. A prodigal child of still Ireland returns a grown woman. She comes with a tune on her breath, recalling the face of a boy she used to know. The afternoon fades. I actually lived in one of these onion-covered hovels. Of course I left. Angel Wraith has no plan to stay. Scotch. She seeks a certain book from the famed You know what it says? I know what it says. I just can't read it out loud. Stilleland Library. That is not a great randomly generated place name. One she's found before and never long forgets. Snort. None of these Innister books are very romantic, are they? I want more books like Tree by the Lake and... Or... Metloff and Grafess are brother and sister. What's that one you've got? Both possess the Mystic's gift. This is... Actually, I don't honestly know. Neither of them knows it yet. Is it racy? Ah, the history of Formula 1. Gotcha. Drawings of nightmare beings haunt every page. Grafess and Metloff flip through it. Writing's Curin. What's it called? Dread Compendium. Perfect! The density of L's in that name has exceeded critical mass. Now a doom shall be visited upon the land. I think you mean now a doom shall be visited upon the still Leland. I got it! Yeah! It's amazing. All the variety of... I mean, also, welcome to Stewardess. Part of me wishes I were there to see whatever inspired all of this. That's because you can't read these descriptions. I can get pieces, and they are gross. I owned that pun? Heck yeah. Well, this is lucky, right? They found it for me. Noticing the newcomer, Grafess snaps the cover closed. Angel Wraith. Snip. I was a bit concerned I wouldn't get it out in time. Well, actually, honestly, originally I was going to say, shall be visited upon the land? You know, put all the elves in front of land. And then I thought I'd just go for it. Why not? I have one chance, I'll go for it. If I succeed, it'll be wonderful. If I fail, it'll be content. Is that Griffith's Lyre? Have I been gone that long? Folks used to call you Cricket. Please don't spread that around again. Well, listen, Oh, did you ever meet my little brother? I met Lyre. Okay, I'm 100% at some point going to call him Meatloaf. Grown up some, hasn't he? But I need that. Sorry. Need what? Swoop. Angel Wraith takes the book from Griffith's weak hands and walks out. Typical brute, ick. Must have a reason, or she's just a toadneck. Star-chosen hearts know each other when they collide. We'll have a natural understanding. Skipping any further reunions, Angel Wraith leaves Stilla Leland in the hour she's returned. Something strange. You brave enough to follow her? Seems like an adventure. Now, is it something strange in the neighbourhood? Because if that is the case, I, in fact, do know who you're going to call. Young, you're warned that anyone might be anyone. Someday that all you bring and all you chase will choose your mapless way. The sun's already low when they embark. Introduction. The objective that you cannot see is follow Angel Wraith. I wonder where I should go. Okay, so today's stream will... Meatloaf Lyre, how's his musical and culinary skills? We'll never know. Today will be a shorter stream. I have like just over 2 hours or 2 chapters, whichever comes first. Bitter Ghost Tops. Scout it, please. These stories were drafted in trails. You know where that line's from? Wander Vein by Nairo Yearnling, right? Made me want to have adventures. It's better than being Meatloaf Lyre, the carnivorous thief. These stories were drafted in trails, scribbled onto landforms in the lettering of dustprint, crushed clover, and the blood I left on briars. Each moth-blotted figure traced in Moon's hand. These stories of mine are transcribed moonlight, but they were invented by my feet. I think Yearnling must have been terribly lonely, don't you, taking such a wild journey alone? Cool. The first evening comes, distant hills grow long, bluish beards. Spark. Grit in my eye, rock in my shoe. It's road life, maybe. Kind of like it. How far behind would you guess we are? Every once in a while thought I saw a gleam. Metal. Seemed like her. Yeah, looked like a real warrior, didn't she, Angel Wraith? I wonder. Wonder what sent her away. She was an older teenager. We still had Mom then. Don't know. I think I sort of remember. And then, so now, what's brought her back? They eventually lie down to sleep. But sleep's elusive on the naked ground. The dew chills their skinny limbs. They stare at the dawn. My neck feels roped to my shoulder. Maybe as our muscles warm up. Angel moves like the wind. I predict you're several weeks behind. Probably at this point. The going only gets steeper. And further from anywhere they've been. That woman's strong. Must be used to this. It doesn't take long for Angel Wraith to realise she's being followed. She drives a harder pace. But the Lyre's siblings prove persistent. Spirited in their pursuit, if not particularly wise. The 8th day dawns grey. They enter the ruins at noon. Stone walls, flailed at by wind and years, stand stubborn where they were founded. One of the last unburied skeletons of old Cure. This is Eldstone. Has to be. I remember you wanting to come here. Back before. We hiked a long way. I'm glad though. Hard to beat the charm of a classic ruin. Oh, speaking of classics, this is a Discord thing. But I'm going to put a poll up on my Discord for the next RPG on the channel after The Witcher 3. It will be Greedfall or Knights of the Old Republic. I doubt we're catching Angel Wraith at this point, right? Should we think of heading home? See those metal points on the highest pillars? I read that those were for trapping lightning. Kira and sorcerers, they harness it somehow. Think we'll get a storm? Hey, Metloff? As a kid, you always played that you were a Kioran knight, slaying ancient beasts, rescuing princesses. You read a lot of Kioran stuff. You remember that? Yeah, I was obsessed. Well, ever learn about this place? I mean, like, what wrecked it? Well, Eldstone was a whole settlement, they think. You know how you hear about the old, the castles, knights, lords and all. A lot of that's Cure, I guess. Beyond that, the traditional stuff, what I remember, I mean what I read, and I did read everything I could find. They were people, like us, but they knew secrets that have long since been lost. Kioran life remains in most ways a mystery. They built grand halls, keeps, wrote epics, charted stars, made things, beautiful things. Many of their stories survive and get put in our language, but a lot of the original meanings are lost. These are 2 transformations you can get, by the way. I believe. Story, song, and dream. They celebrated these things, but feared. They feared... Oh, how do I explain it? It's like they believed deeply in the power of imagining. There are poems that skirt and outline some dreadful idea? A threat? I don't know. But it assumed they made an awful enemy. And now we have ruins. Know what I envision? A swan-like Lord of Cure, his dark silks and satins, thrumming starlit ballrooms. Mom said we supposedly have a Kieran bloodline. Pretty sure she was just stoking my imagination, but... The air splits shrilly open. Scream! From clattering piles, a creature skitters that's unlike anything they've ever seen. Twin faces Leah. The future forks down 2 horrible throats. Startled, Metlef bends for a fallen branch. Griffiths takes out a soup spoon. Reacting, Metlef draws his trusty spoon. Griffiths grabs an old, hard bough. Okay, so one of them is getting a spoon either way. We'll give Griffiths the soup spoon. She has the power. In that moment, the dormant power in their blood awakens. So now, ooh, Vigor Flow's new. +2 damage for each interfused object for physical attacks. Oh no, it's not. No, I've had that before. Anyway, we're having indignance. And we'll go with Humanist. Thrusk, clambering and clattering, it cries out in doubled voice. The power of the soup spoon compels you? Exactly. So the soup spoon replaces the wand, I think it was. Kill all enemies, more Thrixel are coming. Okay, where's Angel Wraith? All the way over there. Right, well clearly I'm going to discuss the ever-living daylights out of these Thrusks. So I think it's the wand does increased damage and the soup has increased stunt chance. Hey Kittens Fists! How you doing? But I could be wrong about that. Let's do Discus again. It's so nice having a non-super loud clicky mouse. It's also very strange at the same time. Whilst the what was I going to say? Whilst attacking as an action rather than ending Angel Wraith's turn was really nice, I think inspiration in the long run it will pay off better. Am I an anxious wibbly wreck that is really considering giving up on just everything? Like just streaming and Patreon and freelance writing and pay GMing, but I realize I can't make it as a wage slave. So I've no reason not to keep going. And I do really enjoy doing it. It's just anxiety. That one's out of range. Mood. Thanks. Interviews. Cannot say mood enough. Perhaps the biggest of moods. Right. Stick Angel Wraith here, so she can respond. And also, they benefit from the +1 damage. Is he walling? Can't tell if he's wall. Oh, he's not walling. No, never mind. I know I'm wielding a soup spoon is either terrifying or very, very cunning. But no command say this statement just hit me in the soul, can relate, sending your Katos away never still. Thank you, Solaria. I mean, the main thing is I'd be playing games anyway. It's just the channel's growing so very slowly that it's kind of imperceptible a lot of the time. And it's just a struggle to deal with it some days. And like, we're going on holiday later, and I'm very anxious about that because it's, you know, COVID safety stuff. But thank you for lurking all the same. We're gonna. It doesn't have armor though. Just to further clarify, I don't intend to give up streaming. I will stream for as long as I possibly can. It's not in range. Hello to everyone else there too. Very happy to see more Wildermyth. I'm happy to be playing more Wildermyth. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Monkey Island. I should have moved Angel Wraith. Oh. Oh, we got a trouble causer on our hands. I see how it is. Stab you in the back. But I think I should be finishing The Witcher 3 by the end of next month, which is a very strange thing to say. Throwing knife offhand, we'll give that to Griffiths. The final shriek shakes columns, bounces along causeways as rattling legs shudder still, because obviously this should only take, I think, till the end of next week at the latest. Oh wait, no. Psychonauts 2 comes out on the 25th. Maybe at the end of October I finished The Witcher 3. Anyway. Yeah, I've got this, which will take like 2 or 3 streams. Then Resident Evil 0. It is growing, correct? Actually, right now, no. I get like... Is Northern England in a better covered-wise than Southern England? Not particularly. No, unfortunately. Yeah, so there's this, then Resident Evil 0, then this again. So that's what? 2 weeks of this? Say 2.5 weeks of this. Resident Evil 0 will hopefully take 1.5 weeks max, which is like 5 streams. Yeah. Maybe finishing The Witcher 3 by the end of September is optimistic. Anyway, I'm not like trying to count down to it or anything, but it's something to be very aware of. The final shriek shakes columns, bounces along causeways as rattling legs shudder still. Don't come at me and my brother, Will. Wait, what did we just do? We just did magic, right? You felt that too. You realised you both could have died. Oh, you owe me now. Here's the worthless book. We followed you. Didn't know there'd be whatever those were. Can't you just stop and shh, toss. The softest song tickles their ears, a hum so gentle it sounds like a windy lie. Like boughs growing in a breeze, like gaps in walls breathing in a gust. Codmire Clark, are you out there? Angel Wraith's shout is warped by sudden sweet-smelling fog. The fog floats from everywhere, turns archways into ogres, rubble into roaming ooze. Master Clark, please. Master Clark, I'm here. Who are you shouting for? And what are they doing? Metloff wonders. Walking? Are they searching? What are they searching for? Master Clark! What are they searching for through the stones and fog and trees? And what are they doing? And what are they... And... I'm walking in the forest. Yeah. What? Tree trunks gather around them like gawkers. Sunbeams stroke their faces. Anyone else having brain problems? Every darn day, Metloff. Thank you for asking. Generally speaking, for those who do not know, the situation in the north of England is usually worse than the south because everything's focused in London and the government kind of focuses on London. It's kind of, well, I say that. Kind of the north of England and London, generally pretty bad for health things or economic decay. The city of London and the south, which is like the home counties, generally pretty good because that's where all the money gets pumped into. In the 80s, I think it was, the Conservative minister for something advised the current Prime Minister to stop funding Liverpool, which is where I'm based, because they'd never vote for the Conservatives. So it just started a period of managed decline, which Liverpool has not really managed to get out of. Don't get me wrong, regeneration is happening. A lot of social enterprises are happening, and Liverpool is much better now than it used to be, but it's still got some of the most economically deprived areas in the country. And like it's notable. You can like cross a street and suddenly be in a very different feeling place. But just for context, for those who don't necessarily know, we were, I don't know. Somehow they, who's they? Thrixel. There must have been more of them. Okay, and when you say that word, Thriskel, my body hurts. Thrixel, the Thrixel. There. Remember that book? This book? Yes, the important thing is they're capable of, how do I say it? Capable of captivating the mind, grounding 3 birds with a glamour, sending them stumbling far to die. The rakish stranger pauses to be seen. How long had he been standing there? He offers some kind of perfunctory salute. Yes, little nest-thrown dears, you might have been food for wolves and weasels, but a man happened by who bore a gift for magic, a glyphic smile, and an enduring fondness for birds. I have a fondness for rabbit noises. Strawberryos, thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. Hope you'll enjoy your time here on the channel. His speech glides, perfect and strange. Skimming steps whisper him nearer. And the moment you stop enjoying the channel, please do whatever you feel you must. I don't want anyone to come here against their will. Is that one of them? The Thrixel? It's only likely. This one's wearing pants. I am not one of anyone, and certainly no one so unpleasant. I am called the Mothman. Okay. Wheresoever I am called, I am the only one there is. His articulations are uncomfortable on the eye. Spider precise. Okay, not articulations in speech, but movement, I guess. Simply look at me. Not whole human, but half, and half better. I am man and more. He seems alright. Seeming as a weapon they'll wield like a sword. And that is a bright warning, pithy and true. Fortunately, as I've just finished saying. Side note, we know we can trust this individual. Look at the feathers in his hat. Just look at the hat. That's a trustworthy hat. I am no Thrixel. Now forestall your misplaced animosity and listen. I found you 3 ensorcelled, wandering deep in the woods, removed from any reasonable roam. Where unreason reigns, Thrixel, hide their aims. And that is one of mine, but you can use it. For one with my abilities, gathering you and waving away your enchantments was a trifle. A matter of politeness. And yet, the ones who cast these webs, they are not the dull drones they appear to be. They are imaginative. That hat means he's going places. It really does. However, it means he's going places where the doorways aren't too narrow. They expended thought on removing you. They must have deemed 3 flimsy birds dangerous to their designs. So, I am struck with wondering, why would they think that? You must admit, it is a curious thing. Coop de Loop, hope you're having fun with this gem of a game. I am very much having fun with this gem of a game. Thank you for the well-wishing. We did kill some of those, the spider-leg, double-headed dragon things? Glowbellies? Maybe we're more important than anyone thought. I kind of always... It'll be dark soon. The Mothman follows Angel Wraith's eyes. He lifts his glance to the shadowy leaves. And that's when Angel Wraith leaps. No, don't do it! The Mothman doesn't seem to hurry. But Angel Wraith tackles air. Tell me where Master Clork is. Tell me, you cursed thing! Ah, dear nestling. Follow your own wings back if you're brave. See what is heaping under their shroud. But be warned. You may once more wish your sight sweetly veiled. He turns to leave. Hey, Mothman, why should we believe you? You are lost in the woods, my dear. Whom you believe makes no difference. Flit. Oh, and borrowed shadows flush and drip from trees to cohere around him. The forest bleeds to black. I do suggest little birds flock together. You would never guess how many owls there are in a night. Sudden as the darkness clotted, the last light smears it away. They stand where a Mothman might never have been. The trees crowd thicker. Which way did we even come? How far did we walk without knowing? I'm not really hungry. Did we eat? Sleep? Why believe him? Have you seen this hat? It has 2 feathers. Exactly! It's like the most trustworthy hat one could possibly own. Angel Wraith? That name. Codmire Clork, right? You shouted it when we were in the ruin. Can I ask who they are? But if you need time, or... Angel Wraith whips around. Codmire Clork is who taught me the axe, among other things. He made me hide. Hide? They began to walk. From the Thrixel. Came, and they took him. Took everyone but me. Come on, I see the wood's edge. Think we ought to head north. Do you think that Mothman was a man once? Do you think that, under that hat, the affectations, he's a longing being like us? Really, just stop at the hat, okay? That's literally the last thing I would have thought of, but I guess it's a question. It's certainly a question. Sad little eaglets. I shall stitch for them a hero name. They may someday need it. No, wait, I've had Poor Fools right. Okay, you can't have commas, unfortunately. Here follow the tales of the... Wait. Nope. Okay, it's the Poor Fortunate Souls, I guess. Unless the, it autosaved, didn't it? Fly home, little birds. Dang it! And then this one is just loads of text, right? Right, let's try that again. Unless anyone has a better disparaging name for the adventuring company. Okay, Poor Unfortunate Souls fits. That's what we're going with. That can be edited? Oh, I've done it now. Probably can. But wait, I fixed it. Fly home, little birds. Follow your steps back. 3 heroes must survive. I'll go this way. Wouldn't this be still a Leland? Griffiths walks with her nose in the Dread Compendium. You can read it? No one can read it. I just used to go look at it for the pictures. Burned those drawings into my brain as a kid. Saw my first Thrixel. It was like an image came off the pages. There's a dragon book I liked the same way. Think dragons are real? But, you know, I have a question. Where'd you get that word? Thrixel. As the Codmire used it, believe it's wild speech. Codmire came from hill painting people. Almost no one can read this thing, but you can. Right, Metloff? You read Old Kioran. Oh, maybe, yeah. Problem is, there's 2 different letterings, and I'm good with one, but not the other. Need a desk and some work paper. So you're not going to try? I will! It'll be slow going is all. Angel Wraith. Something else. Why'd you go to Eldstone anyway? You went there like you had a purpose. The ruin? People said it was haunted. Gloam lights, fleeting noises, disappearance. Rumours I heard as I made my way home. Sounded like a likely spot. A storm catches their heels. In the end, I was half right. The Thrixel were there, but Master Codmire wasn't. It latches on long enough to leave them soaked, then runs west. It's strange. Don't you think it's strange? You left Fernhold 8 years ago. You've become a brave, axe-bearing woman, and I'm also... Well, I'm grown now. Brave? I don't know. I'm just not the type to lose and let it go. Whew, she really isn't either, let me tell you that much. Can I have my bedshirt back? Sure, it's damp, but at least the book's dry-ish. Last thing I'm wondering about is your magic. Is my memory lying? You both worked magic in the ruin. Your mum's the lady who runs the print shop. Leandalia, right? Does she know? Does she also have powers? Lost our mum to autumn fever 4 years back. A lot of folks in town didn't make it. Oh, sorry. I mean, I honestly couldn't have known that. Don't you be sorry. That makes it worse. Not even sure how to answer you, though. When do you call something magic? Wasn't like... Next week, Bubbles returns 30 years older. Wasn't like using a thing. It was almost as simple as shaking hands. Like, shaking hands with creation. Right, Metloff? No. Yeah, something feels off. Do you feel that? What? I don't know if we're going to have a Bubbles in this campaign. I might take a step back because, like, it's my channel. I'll just let other people shine. What do you mean, off? I don't know. Weird. The air's tensing up. Something's moving out there. Should assume the worst. So can you do magic? Do you know how? Or can you at least fight? I can, she says with soup spoon and throwing knife. I know we'll learn. We'll prove it in the moment we must. The threat closes around them. Watch my back, I guess, and just... I'll protect you. Wouldn't it be strange if... In that moment, Griffiths locks eyes with Angel Wraith. Realization blossoms between them both. All day they were following us, choosing this spot. Is that my heart I'm hearing? Why now am I falling for her? Griffiths pretty? Am I just noticing that? Oh, we're having romance. This is a romance stream. Now I've decided. Is that my heart I'm hearing? Why now? Am I falling for her? Griffiths pretty? Am I just noticing that? Can we talk, Angel Wraith? We will. Let's survive first. Okay, Thrixel Dweaver. Its head weaves in odd patterns, eyes shine like moons, hissing suddenly it looms to strike. And Seeker, droning winds carried inexorably closer, its dodging flight impossible to predict. This is the best dating show on Twitch. I do kind of want to play Monster Prom on stream at some point, but I don't know how well it works as a single player game, and there's no Twitch integration, unfortunately. It's like, it's the perfect game to have Twitch integration for as well, and it just doesn't have it. So I need to find a dating game that does have Twitch integration. I don't know if one actually exists. Twitch is misbehaving for you, but you blame Twitch. OBS seems to be behaving for once, so I don't think it's my end. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've had loads of rivalries with the increased stun chance and some friendships. So I'm curious to see what the and this is why I took the attack. I'm curious to see what the effects of romance are. Oh my god, just hit something. There we go. I've heard Returnal is better when conceived of as a dating game with your weapons. I don't know. Quite apart from the fact that like 3 people in the world have a PS5, Returnal's hour-plus runs just seem ridiculous for a roguelike. And I like roguelikes. I'm going to make that one come to me. We're going up here. Higher chance and it will kill it, so. Well, I need to be persistent then. You know, I think based on current gaming setup, I think it makes more sense to try for an Xbox Series X first, considering I'm paying for Game Pass and all of that good stuff. To reorient ourselves. Oh, actually, that has more health. There are 2 of them. Is broad swipes a thing? It is a thing, and it will kill. Excellent. I know Metloff's not getting the +1 from this, but I need to kill things, so I'm going to kill things. Okay, I guess whatever was up there isn't in range. This won't kill, but it'll do a nice chunk of damage. Curse you and your ranged attack. Is that it? Are they all dead? They're all dead. Also, I put on my persistence into the persistence, which has got an upgrade. I do kind of want to play the upgraded graphics upgrade side of things, but I don't have anything capable of actually. You know what? Profess can have that instead. Yeah. I don't have anything capable of playing the the upgraded version, but it's got ray tracing and all of that good stuff. It looks so pretty. Scrambling to higher ground, leaving a wake of twisted Thrixel bodies, the 3 of them stand breathing hard. Late grey sun squeezes past the clouds. All gone? Think so. Getting out of here might be smart. While we have light? Yeah. Silence wraps their party until trudging steps start to sound like unsaid words. Angel Wraith. Ideally, I'd want to tell you this after a night dancing, drinking, but maybe this all had to happen in order for... Angel Wraith, I want you to know that I think I've fallen for you. You know, we've been travelling for about a week. I think it was 16 days it took them to get to this tile. So 2 weeks. You probably don't know that when I was a kid, you were the older girl who filled my chest with hummingbirds. I remember a dusk dance, candles and fireflies. Mally Mays married Mona Scarrow and you danced with me. Laughter lit and... Griffiths? I mean, Griffiths, it's beyond a bad time, but can I tell you a secret? I knew. I kind of just wanted to tease you. But now I'm glad we have that memory. Would you be too shy to walk with me? Metloff, ignore the fact that my fiancé is now in a thing with your sister. So smouldering hearts take flame. Like falling embers dropped into the dark, they'll share heat until the earth blacks them out. My big sister's growing up. Can I please develop it? I don't have the... maybe because... Okay, that's interesting. I can't actually develop this square. This tile. I'm going to go to this one next. Or am I? Should I just go the long way? Anyway. Attack! Rustle, rustle. Hoot, hoot. Hard not to be on edge in this fog, isn't it? I'm wondering how I'd be remembered. You know, if I died today. How about you? Click. Being honest, it's wondering what we'll find and then whether we'll survive it. Just don't get yourself hurt, Griffiths. Make that your emphasis. Being honest, it's wondering what we'll find and then whether we'll survive it. Yeah, I know that feeling. How about you watch my back and I'll watch yours? Not an original plan, but solid enough for me. Temporary armor and boarding. Cool. Ooh. I don't think I have a leaf wand or a leaf staff. What I would really like to be able to see is your legacy screen from in-game. So you know which of the things you still need. Like, I think I need a leaf wand, but I'm not sure. And the only way for me to check is to quit out and go to my legacy. I'm going to risk it. It's no big deal if I've already got a leaf wand anyway. It's still an upgrade. Angel Wraith and Metloff and Angel Wraith. We strike and we slay. And then we interfuse, and hopefully we can reach. Well, that's a problem. Whoops. Never mind. Enjoy your free round, Thrusk. You know what? Let's do this. That's just the most convenient thing. Hello? Okay, that's unsettling. It's just the easiest way of dealing with it, and then means that these two are already in position for opening the door. Why don't we get some information? Is there really nothing in this room? I guess not. So there is a new community challenge. It's one that I will add occasionally, but it's play a, air quotes, difficult game. The idea being where difficult is an understatement. So things like I Want to Be the Guy or Dark Souls, Hollow Knight, that kind of thing. I've specified Jedi Fallen Order just because I want to play that. And it will be added to the to-play games list. It's a Star Wars Souls-like, if you have never heard of it. Again, just go for the one that removes the damage source. I'm sorry. Where's my Sharknado option? There it is. Fear my Sharknado. Also, Sharknado, not a bad film. Severely underrated B-movie, Sharknado. Dusty Drab. Well, she got the wand upgrade, so I guess he gets the armor upgrade. Why not? Sharknado is best film. Hey, Green Curtain. It's much to my chagrin, I've only seen the first Sharknado movie. I've never been in a position to watch the others. There's a Sharknado role-playing game. I'm doing this rather than going straight to the objective, because if I build a pass here, I can build a river here, and then that's set up for later in the campaign. There's already a pass there. What do you know? Can you appease the shark? You know, I don't believe you can. Although you could easily play something like Honey Heist, but you play as a shark instead. A twisting path takes them up to the high hills and finally into the company of the local peaks. Breathe that in. Mountain air makes me remember things. Does it? Oh yeah, hunting. 9 or 10 of us. We weren't more than amateurs, but we had spirit. Up into the mountains with just our knives, down with as much meat as we could find in a day and a half. Then we'd feast. For 20 paces, the only sound is the scrape of their feet on rough granite. You'll have to tell me more later. Look at this. We know our direction? The way forks. One path leads higher to the top of a precarious cliffside. The other path curves downwards under the shadow of the high rocks. Think I see some wreckage down there. Might be salvageable. Looks like a oh, we're going to the cottage. See any people? Chimney smoke? They might be out and about. Slender walking here. The path sticks narrow to the turnings of the mountain. They climb and cross along the wind-carved rock. This high up, my eyes are filling with tears. Anyone else? Can't tell if it's the snapping breeze or the passion blooming in my breast. Really? Shay Rossi and Douglas Austin, you wrote that line? That was not a great line. Watch your step, love. My normally excellent legs are killing me. You whining about your legs again? You're right. At least they're not your legs. Gotta. What's wrong with my legs? No, don't worry about it. We all think they're great. Hey, let's try our serious faces, huh? At least until we've made an impression. You'll have made an impression either way. I might have to pause the stream for a moment and go and grab some moisturiser. Ow. Ow, my nose. I've got some cracked skin on my nose. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and do that. I'll be right back. I see the webcam is now blurry, but my nose is no longer in pain, so there's that. How do I normally fix the webcam? Is it this, or do I turn it off and back on again? I think the game may crash, but let's go for this. Oh, it's fixed. Never mind. Hello? Oh, hang on. Let's close the window. There we go. Hello? Anyone at home? This neatly piled cabin smells like sweetgrass. Its lacquered logs look strong and well-tended. A distant hawk speaks up. Besides birds and wind, there's only silence. We can see you, you poor people. Angel Ray stoops through. Is there any? Oh. Fancy morning. Would you like pork crust with your tea, or are you a coffee woman? Griddle cakes are plenty. Aromas of sizzling pork rust, hot oil and floral tea sing in the nose. These cabin walls enclose a cosy lived-in lair for one. Chairs and root stools around a roast table are space for hungry company. Pop, sizzle. Can always make griddle cakes aplenty. Those saying otherwise are spewing slander, little spewsome slander slugs. I'll have a... Wait, sorry. Who are you? We were just passing by with no intention of intruding. Me? Who am I? They call me... the Witch of the Mountain. She throws a sack of flour over her shoulder. But I'm alright with Diana. Diana Bolting is what I was born as. I'm a mischief maker, mostly. I guess my hairdo says that clear enough. Does it? I mean, it's not two feathers in a hat, so you're clearly not trustworthy, but does it say you're a mischief maker? Anyway, mischief's not all I make. Famously, I also make wonderful golden brown griddle cakes. For those who solve my Gorgaloo puzzle. The Gorgaloo puzzle is about to commence. Oh, hey, Gorgons. I see what she did there. Raccoon, scrambling through shadows, its bobbed appendages eagerly twitch. Roe, who's thrown sloppily around beneath it, it runs staggering, bellowing its agony. And Diana bolting, 99-year-old mystic. I guess she's an enemy. Okay. Generally speaking with mages, we hit them real hard. Just like that. And just wait because nothing's in range. I really shouldn't be clicking on the character things, I should be clicking on the portraits. I know you're up here. You fool! You have walked into... Oh, you're not in range. What was I saying about them being a fool and walking into my trap? Let's see if this works. Sure didn't. I think Spar Grasp does more damage, certainly. Oh. Okay, well that's mildly annoying. However, it has to get into melee range, and therefore death range. I'm just going to attack it, and hopefully this is the last thing. Nope, I guess there's something behind the rock then. Yep, there it is. Does Metloff? Yes, you can seal interfuse. Excellent. Oh, I can't interfuse with that. Dang it. Trees only have Splinter Blast. Well, I guess I'll interfuse with that and we'll wait. Pull it! And then... Nope. Explode! I killed you with a tree. How do you feel about that, raccoon? Despite the fact you look nothing like a raccoon. Hey! Angel Wraith leveled up. No? You know what? Have an axe. Bonus damage. Yes, please. What do I get? What do I get? 30% health, swift action can enable, disable. Oh yeah, stalwart. Extra damage for 2 health missing, or broad swipes damage increase. We'll go with broad swipes increase. Diana bolting, Witch of the Mountain, drops back against her furniture. You alright? But she pops back up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I wanted to give you a bit of an elongated victory thing. You got all the Gorgaloos. Unscathed for the most part, though, aren't you? First anticlimactic. I know when I mowed something. An explanation, at least. What did we even accomplish? Why, you've earned a sample of one of my mountain recipes, of course. How hungry are you? Prickle. Choose carefully, for in my waywardness and my gross, olive-hearted way, I've designed that each delicious delectogram deliver a different delight. Here's my griddle cakes that'll fill you with lasting warmth, +4 retirement age or party members. My tea and oats, which packs a lifelong kick in the seat, +0.3 speed to all party members. Or would you like the last of my pork crust for yourself? +2 health and endurance. Oh, we'll go with 0.3 speed. While they eat mugs of tea and oats, Diana gives a brief account. Yes, I said eat. There were griddle cakes, but I don't understand the +4 retirement age thing. Oh, hang on. I've just had a thought. I need to check how that system works. Is it... When it says +4, does that mean it progresses you 4 to the age, or it adds to your retirement age? It adds. I get it. We're going back to the griddle cakes. Or not. Okay. There are some very strange cutoff points I'm discovering in these events. Yeah, it is. So I could have increased their retirement age and kept them around for an extra 4 years. I'm going to go through that fight again, just to pick the retirement age option. It's not like it was particularly difficult, and I know where everything is, so I can speed things up. Which is good, because obviously I have very limited time today. Because I want to keep Angel Wraith around for as long as possible. Oh, fine. How dare you be awkward? Keep forgetting Angel Wraith has a bow. I'll be honest. What am I doing? Moving everyone up as quickly as I possibly can. That's what I'm doing. Have I played Superliminal? I have. Now I've got my desktop sorted out. I fully intend to play Superliminal on stream. The only reason I haven't done so before is because I wasn't sure if I could capture it and play it at a decent frame rate. I really enjoy. I reviewed Superliminal actually for Gamer Dating. I really enjoyed my time with it. I got a decent number of the collectibles, and I only got stuck on one puzzle, so I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. Whoops. So I was quite happy with it, with my performance in it. Sorry. I should have swapped back to melee and waited. That's on me. However, they are both here now, so that's cool. What I like about this game is a 93% chance to hit is actually a 93% chance to hit. None of this XCOM nonsense. Hello, I'm going to stand here with the shotgun in your face and still have a 95% chance. We're not going to take the torch. Looking at you, Pokemon, where 80% is really 50%. Yes, unless it's an NPC using it, in which case a 50% is 100%. I'm probably just going to upgrade Inspiration if I'm being honest. Whilst Viciousness is nice, doing an extra... this is just way better. It's +1 damage to Angel Wraith or +2 damage to everyone standing around her. I could have clicked skip, I realise. Yeah, we're going to have the griddle cakes. We were promised those. Olive 8 stacks of griddle cakes down and gives a brief account of how she ended up on the mountain. Persecuted, robbed, run out of 10 towns, she retreated to this high home where her eccentricities and frequent mischief would only bother those who blundered into her domain. And at that point, aren't we all fair game? Here, I splice my spirit with the elemental presences of hill, rock, and tree. Here, I never rest, for there are so many joys still left untried. And though I've slowed death, she never fully stops. Oh, death, you dauntless dancer of mist, you darling, you dream, she goes on for a while yet. They bid the Witch of the Mountain goodbye. They take a swift way down by her directions. Mountain air, huh? Clearly you can get too much. Their dealings with the Witch of the Mountain don't go unmarked. The locals tell sour stories about the poor unfortunate souls and their deeds for years afterwards. +4 retirement age to everyone. I don't like that it takes legacy points, but there we go. It is what it is. Also, where 80% is really 50%, unless you're in Gen 1, where a 50% status move has a 25% chance to miss, even if you roll the 50% up to hit originally. It's great. Nothing's wrong with Gen 1 at all. It's perfect. Moss and pine timbers. All the sweltering stars. Our stars climb high tonight. Oh, are those ones ours? Always climbing around, our little stars. It's a good omen. Sometimes I remember you used to talk omens sometimes, but it's been a while, right? I was just remembering Oda Omen Speaker the other night. She had a voice I like to listen to. Old Oda. Maybe I don't look for omens enough anymore. Used to be a rhyme about blue jays and beautiful strangers, but I forget the... I'm going to go with the 50%. I guess the nice thing about seeing signs would be... I mean, it's like knowing the enemy's next card in a game of bees and buzzards. Helps you bet big or back off. A coolness falls over them, a silence of 100 winks. The thing is, though, to risk anything on an ill-read omen, on misplaced faith, can't you lose a lot believing too fully? We'll never see that comment again. It's a conversation Angel Wraith will return to often in her head. It'll only ever leave her with more and finer doubts, but it'll lend her vigour at times, that pondering and soup-stirring. On those days you might expect gapless rain, a little doubt can feel like sunlight. Oh, heck yeah. I won. I succeeded. Insight. All heroes stunt chance doubled. Okay. Angel Wraith is going to totally be carrying the team. I'm sorry, what now? Oh, it's +1 bonus damage, but the range has doubled. I misread it. However, extra warding is always nice. And the doubled range is particularly nice. Okay, let's go with... Is this a discus? Bone lance. That's a discus. Activate boss rush mode? Indeed. Seriously though, please don't. We'll go with this. I'm trying to remember if I've really played any games with a boss rush. I've played games where bosses get the mechanics of other bosses, but I don't know if I've ever played a game with a boss rush. I say that, and I probably have. Like, I played a lot of games on stream now. And obviously I've played games growing up. Interfuse with... this. That needs to interfuse, I believe, before it does anything. Yep. Dang it. Okay. And the stun chance being doubled really helped there. Oh, that was it. Cool. The liars are about to level up, so that's nice. It's not using bows. You know what? Just indignance. Whenever I have indignance, that's always what I prioritize the upgrade for. Shardnado doesn't dissipate over time. Well, that's nice. Let's go with Elementalist as well. You can have a spear in your empty slot, why not? Time to build a bridge. And hopefully this helps with later on in the campaign. Hopefully, maybe. It's been how many days? Spring's practically done. I mean, it's been a year. Whoops. Did we really wander all this way, senseless? The fire carves light out of logs. I don't feel like everything I knew before is long ago and far away. At least you can say edgy things like that now. Makes it more alluring. This is kind of just what it is, I think. Being powerful and being aware of what your power threatens. Maybe that's growing up. I mean, I might have wanted to get closer to you. Didn't think it could happen. One of those clinging nights that are hard to slip out of. Mind if I get some more light? Not to kill your moment, but scoot over. Make room, make room. Time wanders. Their piled tinder drains to a scatter of the most interesting pieces, the ones they're reluctant to burn. Metloth's able to translate large sections of the archaic text. A little later, but I just don't know if it's more than a picture book. There's a reverent quality to the way that the Kiorans wrote about these monsters. It's beautifully considered, and there are aspects that are interesting, but I think it's time we all lay our heads down. Who's this? Outlaws? Poachers? It's Flux! I'd better warn them in any case. The hill painter's approach is noiseless. You're burning the wrong wood if you're producing that much smoke. Angel Wraith clears the shrinking fire in a bound. Behind me, you two. Careful, Angel Wraith. Just a skinny hill woman approaching alone. Also made of crystal. Slowly then, into the light. They back towards the fireside, the woman following. I'd be no study at all if I didn't notice the harrowed looks on your faces. Name's Flux. Walk this forest, paint these hills, as folks say. There's things moving here. Old creatures out of myth song. Thrixel. So you do know of them. Have you seen them? Where? Doing what? Was tracking a whole stream of them. Discretion, as the saying goes, is often the better slice of hog. That's not how the saying goes, actually. Limited my contact to tracing signs, and then got one brief, horrible glimpse. When I peeled off, their heading was unmistakable. Making towards I can't say it again. Stillaleland. Now that's home. How well do you know these lands? How well do I, Flux, know these lands? That same night. What do you think's going on? Can I ask? Where's that expression from? They call your people hill painters. Oh. I wasn't born among them. Some of the old folks claim it comes from the earliest age, when they would paint their dreams on cave walls. I think of it as a way of knowing the land by walking it so thoroughly. Painting the hills? It's language. It's like reading rivers. You'll gaze forever. We've had the strangest season of our lives. We shouldn't even be out here. Thrixel, though, I guess. Yeah, Thrixel. I'm going to take my wellness break soon, by the way, just so you're aware. My adopted people. We have legends of Thrixel. The name is one you remember, but legends is all I knew them for. Ripples. Feel like we're seeing ripples. What else should I know? I should also say, so you're not surprised. My little brother and I are magical? We're just learning about it. Sorry, Griffiths. This woman told us the perfect story to spur our desperation, right? In my experience, that's someone to be wary of. We wouldn't argue with sound advice. So you'll have to tell her about the disappearing Mothman. Return to Stillaleland. 3 heroes must survive. Alright, I'm going to take my wellness break now because I'm getting a bit dizzy. So I'll be back in a couple of moments. Please do, of course, as usual, feel free to hydrate, stretch, grab some food, join me in it, and I'll be back in a couple of moments. I know, right? Like, you're literally a... I think more of you is crystal than human at this point. I think interfusion is the least surprising thing that you'll encounter. Yeah, a wild raka has appeared. Bites. I'm not a snack. Actually, Angel has called me a snack many times, but I think she means a different kind of snack. But hey, Raka, how you doing? How are things? Let us return. Now that we have recruited Flux. Is it normally like this? I don't know, it's weird weather. It's horribly quiet. Is the sky cloudy or just... Does it seem ill-defined? That's well put. Reminder, I've got an hour left of the stream or until I hit the end of chapter 2. So the question is, can I bite... This isn't can I bite, the question is, can I bite without Angel trying to kill me with sticks? Yes, that is the exact question you should be asking right now. As chimney smoke can't be abandoned. Nothing appears out of place, there's no damage. The only sounds are boot scrapes, feeble breeze and their own talk. No birds. Trust your eyes at your own risk. into the town centre they file. A cloud-cased sun renders the world in dreary, bloodless hues. Oh, visitors. Who's that? The mayor. At least she's... Welcome to Stilla Leland. This is one of the towns. What are you saying, one of the towns? It's definitely one of the towns that exist, isn't it? Hey. Hey. Schoolmistress? There's drool on your... I'm lost. I think I'm lost. They seem enchanted, right? Sleepwalking. Bzzz. A rasping noise starts, stutters, and skips. Bzzz. It comes from nowhere and everywhere. As if a cat snagging his claws through the fabric of creation, reality snaps, runs, and violently curls. Bits of truth begin leaking into view. Is that a person? It's the miller, old Lunidia Jasperfay. That Mothman warned us what we'd see. There's so many flies. Death. We have to run. Death. Finally, the real town of Stilla Leland spills into view like a half-eaten corpse dumped from its shroud. Back, old fool. Hide. Eee! How many horrors have they visited on these people? Why? The horrors are far from done. Oh. By any and all gods, it stumbles through fly clouds. Wob. No, Codmire! Master Clork, Codmire Clork, are you? Careful, I don't think he's yourself. Wob. Fear and chaos descend. Don't want to be murdered, I don't look as cute in a cast. Probably tastefully done though. Angel is nothing if not a perfectionist. What have we got? Bard, ponderous and expressionless, its heavy carapace begins to rattle, then to sing. The world changes. And the Lost Master. The remains of his face are unmistakable, but no dream lights his dead eyes. Wob. Okay, so I've just realised that this 2-tile range on Inspiration plus Quelling Moss and its upgrades are going to do horrible, horrible things. Right, Indignance. Okay, so the +1 damage stacks with the Indignance, so that's really good to know. Those of you who have been been to the stream for any of my playthrough of this game might realise what's about to happen next. He's dead. I'm sorry, Master Clork. Codmire Clork, do you even know me? Pain and Slaughter? Oh, Pain and Slaughter, yeah. Basically, my strategy is yeet poison at people and just let that kill them. Do you even know me? Still too much arm, girl. Power from the trunk. I was perfect! Your elbows flying like a kite. Here I come. Whoop. Clang. Wobble whirl. Come on, Angel Wraith. Master Clork, I'm sorry. I keep fixing one thing and screwing up another. We fall down all the time. That's why we have to get good at it. Flux's assist count continues to reach epic levels. Very much so. I think Flux's assist count perhaps maybe deserves a higher place in my legacy than Flux herself. Perfection's a long way off, but if we keep tripping forward, we'll fall closer and closer to our goal. I'm so sorry, my teacher. I can only hope. Kill me. I mean, what was your plan, really?
Why, 'cause I don't know. 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 'Cause I
fair statement. Pretty much, like, there's just, it's so high, right? I can't discuss. Okay, I'll need that elsewhere. Let's go with this. Ha. Kind of figured I'd be able to kill this. This is awkward. Hey, Metloff. Can you move? Yes. Yes, you can. Could you do that, please? And thank you. We're gonna have to wait. Usually when I get revealed it's a lot sexier than it seems to be in this game. You know, that's fair. That's very fair. However, if the game were to reach that level of sex appeal, I think Twitch might have an issue with it. No, I'm just saying they already have armor shredding. Well, that would just be Senran Kagura, right? Which I don't know if you can stream on Twitch. What are you seeking apart from swift death? Okay, that one will have half its health remaining. Let's see what I can do about that. Remember, pools are fine, feet are not. True. Very true. Wait. And we are going to go here. We're going to go swap, and we're going to Guardian. Okay. The AI is being cowardly. No, Quelling Moss has let me down. Geth withdraw from that one and interfuse with the web. And then next turn he'll have to withdraw and interfuse. Please hit. Shredded the armor, but missed all the same. Oh, did no damage. Okay. Can you not do that, though? Hang on. If I put Flux there, and he gets close enough, it'll take 3 damage automatically. Very nice. Flux, please finish this off. Let's withdraw from this as well. Please. Interfuse with the fence. And they're just out of range of, like, everything. Dum-de-dum. Yep. It's just kind of the positioning side of things. You know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for melee. Surely is stridulation. Please stop making them bigger, please. Love this game. This game is a lot of fun. Admittedly, yes, I'm playing on easy to keep things moving smoothly. and because I play to relax, I stream to relax and hang out with cool people. I don't play for the stress. No, I wanted Splinter Blast. Good. About to make a Clockwork Man and a Butterfly Woman. Heck yeah, that sounds great. So far, I've had a Crow Wolf hybrid. That was fun. Lance Starscream, we shall never see his like again. And Guardian. That was your mistake. Yeah, the transformation system is really cool. If I get Angel Wraith here, she can hit both. That will do 3 damage automatically. Okay. Do you not want to suck? Attack! Is that it? Is that game? That's game. Do we have a lost poisoned? Yes, because it died. That is the exact same armor. Salvage that. So already I've encountered a repeated story event, so that's kind of annoying. Blood washes blood, or do we still not quote Dragon Lore? Starting to be that I can't remember a world without this mess. Sniff around for what's salvageable. As the fighting ends, the final threads of Thrixl madness fly to the winds. There are survivors, look! Now people begin to filter from their cold homes in confusion. Poor old Lunidia Jasperface lying out here. Her knife's got that inky blood on it. Couldn't fool her, could they? They'll gather the living and bury the bodies, the majority well into the process of decay. By night, most have had a chance to remember themselves, trying to piece together what happened. An impromptu council is held in the home of the schoolmaster. Under their spell it all made sense. Wish that reasoning was clear to me now. At least the bits and images we remember feel solid. All as old folks, they let live. Left us in charge, maybe to fool pass us through. And the young ones they took. Oh, so I'm thinking I might add the random 3-chapter campaign to the channel point, the community challenge list, so that we can keep coming to this in the future, because people seem to enjoy it. You know, after I've finished all 5 campaigns. But what did they do with them? I'd bow to any god who knows. Callie, Dolan, Dwalgron and Spurland, Arthur, Eluna and Gorbert, and all the rest, yes. Led away like cattle. The Thrixl took them, so they didn't kill them. What do they want? Why still a Leland, and why was it just the kids? The whole of one puzzle is just the first piece in the next. I don't really see any way forward. See another way forward. Let's do the hero thing, right? Oh, thank you for contributing 2,000 total to the See Me Rage challenge. I'm not sure I'm going to rage. Obviously, I don't get that angry, but still. They resolved to search for the missing ones, the young. There will be no peace, no joy, no relief. A season of terrible hoping will follow. Summer has passed. Oh, I see. So this is a different way of doing things. You don't get years of peace. Interesting. As summer gives way to fall, the very night of the battle, Angel Wraith set flame to the twisted body of her one-time mentor in a fallow field. Wish you were here to make it make sense. Make it all seem like a bitter lesson. She wouldn't stop working to clean the town up. She'd scour hardest for signs of the lost. Flux sought the help of her people, the Hill Painters, to look for the missing ones of Stilla Leland. Aumnan's stump was the most skilled tracker she knew. Aumnan could only speak to what she hadn't seen, mark of any passage. Remember though, Thrixl are unlike other quarry. The province of all sense and sign may be in their governance. We'll stay watchful. The weather that season was bright and perfect, but it only saddened those left to see it. Grafess and Metloff made a rapid study of anything they could find, anything that might relate to the Thrixl or their aims. What is it, Cricket? Hey, little fox. Hey, Metloff. Oh, got those wrong way around. Hey, little fox. Hey, Metloff. What is it, little cricket? Maybe we should just make a guess. Stop thinking. Start acting. Our powers came from nowhere. Maybe we have to trust them. Talking about our mystical... whatever? I hear you. For me, it's... I keep thinking about how... Alright, so if these aren't the final throes of our people, then the legends they tell afterwards will be about us. Don't you think so? The decisions we make now will be songs someday. That's high in my head these days. Disagree? Oh! No, my mind wandered. I'm just worried. Days are passing. I'm not finding anything useful. Yeah, me neither. Okay, so my resources are not great. Thank you for contributing to the challenge. I'm just upgrading armor so that they've at least got something. I love the fact that Flux can't have any other weaponry. Yeah, we're all good on this front. Oh, I think I already had the grass one. Never mind. Anyway, next. Want to see me with a lightsaber? Heck yeah. I know you can get a variety of lightsabers and kyber crystals. Exhausting other avenues, hope of finding the young folk has fallen to scattered query and ill-inspired quest. It's like trying to hunt your favourite cloud from a day last spring. Angel Wraith leads Flux to Eldstone, where at least Thrixel had once definitely been. When you say things like that, it makes me think we're bound to find something. So you believe in the likelihood of the unlikely. They give much of a day to climbing and slipping among cure and rubble. The lines and leanings of these ruins make it easy to lose focus and wander. From time to time, they're forced to call out in order to find each other. See that silvery stuff on the ground? Molting, maybe. It's... yeah, that's all I've really found. So I say the Thrixel haven't been here in some time. Maybe my life's consigned to futile searches. Or maybe you have only to open your beak, little bird, and whistle for a favour. Scouring for lost chicks, I take it. Oh, this is the Mothman. Take a good long look. I am well worth seeing. Sorry, 1 second. That didn't really work, but take a good long look. I am well worth seeing. That's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie. I don't have the hat, you can't trust me. You only appear at opportune moments. When else would I take the opportunity? But as the badger often says before breakfast, shall we get to eggs, or did we wake only to bark and muddle? You have something to share? Have I not made that clear? Ah. But you do so provoke me to prattle. I am in a bit of a rush myself. Dauntless and wanderlorn by my very nature, the idea was a weather-sown seed. That is the wrong sown. I felt called to take myself north and windingly west, and that is how I happened upon these chicks of yours. I saw them there, huddled and afraid and dwindling in number. It is not a good place where they are. You saw them? And you didn't help them? You seem to assume I can walk into any den of Thrixel and simply rifle through the cupboards. I am flattered, but must humbly admit my talents have eventual limits. Remember your own limits too, precocious birds. Your enemy is well beyond you. A fire might grow forever, swallow everything, if no one's willing to carry water into the flames. Fire metaphors have tarried much too long. By a fuse of Brainer, northwest in the wood marsh, an ancient glimmerzine lies in a hidden hollow. Glimmer what? Glimmerzine. I shall explain more in a moment, but first, here, you must look for trees with my mark on them. I leave it now upon this stone. The Mothman's glyph gleams to a certain tilt of the light. And then he went his own way. If there weren't lives in the balance, I'd say we should be tracking that Mothman instead. I know the old font and the wood marsh. It's a long journey, but it's makeable. Yes, but glimmer what? The passage of time will cost lives, but clearing Thrixel sites will disrupt the enemy's webs and help more folks survive. They leave as soon as they can. Every idle moment is haunted by loss. And then shadows deepen, as usual. Okay. Chapter 2. Assault fused with Brainer. 37 townsfolk will survive. Thrixel stored for 30 days. There is a recruitment opportunity. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, there's one here as well, actually. I think Flux builds fastest. 1.4, 1.3. Oh, Angel Wraith builds fastest. Whoops. Let's do this. Pick from Legacy, please. Anisha's back. Heck yeah, we've got Anisha. Recruit. Griffiths and Metloff. It's a 3 mystic party. Griffiths and Metloff went into town amid a hum of tension and talk. Still a Leland, always this boisterous? Anisha flute body's just slain a monster. Oh, it's this one again. Something's got all the way up here. Nasty thing was trying to creep up from the forest. Anisha took care of it though. It was something to watch. It was gross. She murmured some proverb about dragonflies and walked out and annihilated it. Realised folks like that actually existed. Where is she now? Out by the barns, keeping kids from poking the carcass. The Thrixter will love me later? Oh, they probably will. Hey Jelena, back up. Don't need you stirring any vengeful ghosts. Nobody touch it. I know if you did, you'll get a rash. They're still a Leland then? Well, just the one. It's not at the moment, anymore. Sigh. Just when you settle down and get the garden started, fate has other plans. Sounds like you've got quite a knack for taking them down, though. We're looking for that. We? Griffith's Lyre, the poor unfortunate souls. I've heard of you. Anisha Flute Body. We've heard of you too. Right, please prepare Anisha. And then they're all going to help with this. Well, not all of them, because not everyone can, but... Down to 35 will survive. The Thrixel are doing something with the missing townsfolk. Attacking their strongholds will distract them and may allow more townsfolk to be rescued. The longer we take, the more time the Thrixel will have to carry out their plans. Okay. Everyone's doing this. And then we're going to go this way. And around to this recruitment opportunity. I realise I could go this way for the recruitment opportunity, but I don't need it right now. So that's what we're doing. Metloff, Lyra and Flux arrivals. Let's go. They make for the cover of trees. Day dies. Orange and pink flames lace the shadows. Stories flicker in the mind. They say a hero used to belong to these lands. A towering woman who wore an antlered helm wielded a blade of flash. I've just realised it's Avenger again. Bunny Rabbit time, who wore an antlered helm wielded a blade of flashing gold. Oh. Creaking boughs speak to the breeze. Sand Shovel she was called, and her sword was named Avenger. Protected the people, the goodly beasts, the trees. Admirable in every way, of course. But that's what? Oh, it's a sword. In the stories, by the end of her life, it was said she laid her sword to rest, not like a tool, but as you'd bid a tired friend to sleep. Grateful, she buried that battle-notched blade, wearied edge pressed in the earth where 'twas made. Sorry, I just need to see if Angel would prefer this to a fire chicken. An hour ago? Oh, that would be, yeah, over that. Yeah, sorry, I need to see if Angel would prefer a magic +1 rabbit to a fire chicken. If the option comes up. Please do bear with me. Grateful, she buried that battle-notched blade, weird edge pressed into the earth where 'twas made. By the sound of it, there's something mystical at work here, and it's more than a simple weapon. Careful, Angel Wraith. Scream! Bugs find us again? I'm going to guard its resting place. The sword has earned its peace. Hopefully she sees the message by the time I'm done with this fight. Get a little pine cone. Right then. So, where's Angel Wraith? And Flux. And then my 3 Mystics. Has a high chance to kill it. That's my reasoning there. Interfuse with that, please. Wait. Oh, I see how that works. Interesting. If I interfuse with the stump as well, then I should be able to Splinter Salvo next turn. If it survives the Discus and Metloff. Oh, Scalding Rain. Excellent. He can't do anything. Never mind. Just wait. I guess we'll strike. There are so many damage buffs, damage bonuses going on right now. She's going to have to withdraw from both of them. Excellent. Wonderful. What can you interfuse with? Nothing useful right now. Eggs. Okay. That's not useful either. Just do some waiting. Wait for things to come to me. Yeet. And yeet. So that's going to go down to half health. Let's move people up as well. I realised I should have. Okay. Oh hey, I can totally hit that back there. Well, what health's it on now? 7 of 10. It's going to lose 1 anyway. Yeah, let's try and get some damage on these. Never mind. Interfuse with the rocks, please. Hit and kill. Hit and wound. Very good. Strike! Yeah! Angel Wraith continues to get her murder on. You have nearly 100,000 channel points. Well, unfortunately, 2,000 is the maximum you can do for a community challenge. Still trying to think things we can do with channel points, but I don't know if there's that much. Warding. I don't think it really matters. You know what I was thinking? Pancakes. You don't make pancakes anymore. What's with that? I forget who, but someone borrowed my best pan. Never returned it. I haven't had a chance to look at Paradise Killer, sorry. Behind her, a powerful radiance envelops the sword. Jiggle, jostle. What's it? Oh, the brilliance is blinding. Sound is muffled, then Angel Wraith is somewhere else. Oh. Not alone. You're strong, you and your friends. The woman appears solid, but motes of spectral dust waft from her skin, her armour. Are you Sans Shovel? Yes, I was. Weren't expecting such a beauty, were you? I need some, like, high-ticket items for the channel points. I once carried the sword, Avenger, until I was quite old. We fought and won together, but she never did like to take a life, and I never did like to make her. She? Oh sure, she was a spirit once. Her home and mine burned, and that was when we formed our pact. To avenge our families, our homes, to fight long as we could. You became a legend, you both did. When my strength was gone, I returned her to rest, here among these stones. But still the land needs heroes, protectors, avengers. I'm beyond this world now, but I've kept watch to find those who might carry my mantle. She's eager to run beside you, to grant you her strength if you'll have her. I don't know what that means, but I welcome help if she'll... A sudden flare sunders the fabric of this ethereal realm. Angel Wraith feels mist against her eyelids and opens them. The sword is nowhere to be seen. Angel Wraith, what just happened? Hello, Avenger. The rabbit wiggles her damp nose vindictively. Sniff. The reply I got from Angel Wraith was rule of cool, so I guess... Oh, that's good. That was my concern. Okay, so I guess she'll be happy with the magic rabbit that does +1, that gives you a +1 damage bonus. I've got time. Choose for trolls. What did we get? We got Gloom Glass Strap. Extra stun chance. Yes, please. Scout this out. Yeah, I'll leave this site for last. Sorry, this site. I could finish the chapter today, I guess, technically. I could rush it. I have 25 minutes, but I'm not going to. Attack! Answer to austerity. I think I've had this one. I have. Slosh, slush, slish. Ancient conifers stand at the middle of Danewild, where the ground rises. Great sequoias shoulder up to towering redwoods. Thick-grown cedars mob their knees. The moon passes more loudly than this giant. Swoosh. How far we're tracking it? Think it'll lead us to the Godlands? Swoosh. They spotted it that morning. The apparition is familiar to them only as a distant myth. Nearness now makes them believers. Imagine he harbours some kind of rare, powerful resource, you know? Or an artifact of arboreal power. Heard the locals call him Lord Evergreen. They move into the flowing fog. Quietly. The earth holds its breath. Dampness heavies their eyelids, darkens their hair. Smears of silver shine on trunks, roots and stones. They stumble and feel a path over rocks and wrecks, chasing the giant through its noise-barren world. Missed to be completely opaque in a second. Oh, I think it's stopped. It has stopped. Think he's aware of us? Now it turns about, somehow finding space. High and mostly hidden in haze, its face must hang above them. With bending bark sounds, creaky hips, folding legs, it gently lowers itself, fitting its bulk to a tract of treeless ground. Ah, sorry, it knows. An unspoken question, and it wants an answer. They are caught in its eyeless gaze, in a silence that grows and twists grotesquely long. It could have crushed them. That fact is as certain as the soil. Stomachs harden, innards clench, muscles coil. Okay, I'm kind of curious about giving away your heart, but I don't want Flux to leave. So this is answer to austerity. I could make a politics joke here. I'm not going to, but I could. Because I've done the other two. So if you so the attempt to communicate, you succeed, you get legacy points. If you fail, you just start the fight. Snatch a twig, you succeed, you get a leaf. Oh, you get a leaf one from the twig. That's how I had it already. Okay, no, that's fair. We're doing this. Then Flux gives away her heart. It comes to her in a rush of knowing, the way a long, faded memory sometimes surges into focus. Standing within the Forest Lord's foggy silence, Flux knows. Quick, but with the weight of a thing considered all her life, the resolve sets in her. Her whispered words barely move the mist, forcelessly yielded. Greatness blooms from humility's seed, they say. My words are filled with arrogance, artifice. I wish I could speak yours instead. Flux, you alright? You're getting pretty close to it. That's okay. The mist thickens around them all, spirals tight as the white spooling yarn. Crystal already? Who needs a heart? Exactly. You, because that's what my sub-badges are, but still. Wood smells and the bright tang of sap surround them. Then the white air fades. The giant rises on groaning legs and commences its long march away. He wrapped you in something. Yeah, what exactly? My voice. Flux's voice resounds newly rich, a warm swirl of melodious wind to wrap lonesome firs. Don't look at me like I sprouted branches. I'm Flux still, oath-bound but in the binding freed. Let's go. Let's eat something good after we sweep away the dream spinners. Calm quiet accompanies them worldward. For some reason, Flux seems fine. Better than fine. Years won't touch her. I hear Thrixel. Battle awaits. We've had all of these before. There is a spirit here. I didn't see where I was. What have we got? Mistfall. Flux can draw upon the magic of the Forest Lord's cloak to vanish from sight in a silver haze. Once per combat, Flux swirls her cloak and becomes instantly hidden, disappearing into grey plain in a cloud of cedar-smelling mist. Well, that's annoying, because you could already do that, but the cloak looks pretty cool, so I'm not going to begrudge you that. It is a free action, though, so... Stats is what I was looking for. What is your retirement age? Okay, 55. I was trying to figure out where this information was displayed. Of course, it's on the character sheet. 69, nice. 73, 65. Okay, so I think so. You the cloak subtracts 10 from your retirement age, but it gives you like 25 charisma. So anyway. Maybe Flux will, based on how this campaign seems to be, maybe Flux will live for the whole campaign without retiring. I'll be honest, I only moved him there to deal the 3 damage. It's worth it. It's a pretty cool cloak. Must be said. Yeah. And we'll have 1 quelling moss yeet. We'll swap weapon, and we'll interfuse with the rocks. Do a cheeky little discus. Two temporary hit points because of stunt chance triggering. We will hit and kill with a staff attack. And I'm just going to ignore that because it's going to die anyway. Like I said. Then we're going to go here and we're all going to stack up on this doorway. And then we open the door and we see what's beyond it. Open door, please. Okay, so that's where the stone spirit is. I guess this is the last turn it'll be around. No one can get to it, so I guess that's it. Oh well. I should have gone after it, but I may have forgotten it existed. Free action, and then we'll go there, and because you're hidden, they won't notice you. Interfuse with this, please. Oh. If it hits, it's a guaranteed kill. It didn't hit. That's annoying. Can you really not target that? Oh, that's annoying. I guess we'll interfuse with that as well then. Please hit. Dang it! Oh no, one turn left. One turn left, I can do it. I can get a stone wand. I believe. Or I would, except the Thrixel's in the way. Oh, they need to die. Right. See what I can do here. 85% chance, and yep. There's now a path around. No one can get to it. That's annoying. Oh well. As I say, that's my fault. I forgot it was there. I got distracted focusing on other things. Who's left to act? Don't got anything in range from there. We have to move them up. I want it so bad, but I just can't get to it. And then that ends the level. Oh no, it doesn't. I guess the level will end when the spirit disappears. I'm coming! Don't move! It disappeared. About 15 minutes left, for those of you wondering. I do like shields. He has a spear right now, so he can have the shield. Yeah, these all have two-handed weapons. He can have the shield. Extra 60 days have been added. So we'll secure this. So I'm gonna say that I probably have enough time to take this area, and then I'll have to wrap up. Which means on Tuesday next week we'll you know, head north and get that recruitment opportunity taken care of. Oh, Anisha and Griffith's arrivals. Good, good. Some kind of basement over here. What kind of mint did she say? Solid joke. They've been late all day. Late rising, late on the trail, late to recognise sunset, and late spotting this ruin. It's the remains of a smallish structure, and it rests on a cleared rocky slope where trees find little purchase. Angel Wraith? What do you know about this area? All I've heard is that it used to be more thickly settled. Someone was born here. Oh, an ancestor of the pumpkin guy. You know the guy with the pumpkins in Ravenville? Spark. How much room for more than a toe dance? Someone worked at this table. Knife line, stains of sediment. Ash on the floor? It's chalk. What are these hash marks? And what's in the box? Remember there's that verse in Opal Night where Spiro comes to the Umber Lady's Hall? Past the open portal, shadows packed like ravens plumed, dimming all discovery, sharply dark and darkness doomed. Spiro's sparklight shimmered spent, snuffed dispelled, left all engloomed. This place isn't like that, I guess, but Noah's poem perfect. Well, my youth was spent wondering what Spiro Yona looked like, and if she... This box is puzzle locked. Hmm? One of those magic puzzle locks. Oh, is it words or numbers? Words. Thank all the gods. Remind me how these function? Enchantment. Old one. Don't think anyone does it these days. Lock words, they call them. The words or phrases that'd spring the box open. The magic lock presents a prompt with a clear slate to write an answer. The wise wanderer finds home where? Prefer the number ones personally. Bleh. Well, there's turning out better than I thought. Could cook dinner and make a night of it. Chalk some guesses. We've still got those wild peppers, don't we? Do we? I hope not. They haul their gear down the slippery stairs. Metloff gets on the table and flaps his arms to push more smoke out. Angel Wraith goes through the odd books lying about. None of them hold her interest long. Flux toils over an alright stew, not sparing the seasoning much thought. They shout and scribble guesses in the meantime. Who comes up with the correct lock words? The wise wanderer finds home where? Where property values are projected to accrue. You know what? Sure, why not? Click. That was really it. You don't deserve that. Here you all are, searched up and down. Our scouting trip got cut short. Thrixor closing in. Come on. At least you found us. Whoops. Oh, Metloff, what's in my box? Looks like some odds and ends. Might be something worthwhile. Of course there is. It's my box. Angel Ever the Capitalist. I just thought it was a funny answer more than anything. Let's give it to Flux. I pick a joke answer every now and then. I've been known to do so. Right, didn't think this one through. Let's do this the old-fashioned way, shall we? Well, one's dead at least. Go here and bop it with the wand. All good to move on. I really need to change her weapon back to the axe. But I keep moving it without remembering to. Okay, swap weapon. There we go. I like how it always picks the ones furthest away to show you first, and then it's like, oh hey, also there's these in your face. How much health does that have? 7. Cool. Stand here, and so that's dead. We can ignore that. Will that be in range of a bone lance? It will. Never mind. Never mind. Don't know what I was thinking, really. Stop making them big. It's not as close as I'd like to get, but there we go. Right, let's not do that first. Let's do this first. Quelling moss. And there. Well, apparently we have an agile little blighter on our hands. Well, that was cool. Problem solved. Will anyone level? Probably not. Feather steel belt though, extra speed. 5. Wow, I have so many people who are very, very slow. We'll give it to Griffessa though. Griffess, sorry. The Thrixel are slain. Battles led them down a boulderous roam where grey grass matches the cloud colour. Someone doing dragon pictures? Hey, Anisha! Old Anisha Flute Body, the magic lady. You badly hurt? So what's your favourite monster? Oh, I'd say Maud's Moth. Like the idea of a giant moth drawn to listen to great poetry. Got to be a classic like a unicorn, tended by a tall, handsome man with broad shoulders and a smouldering stare. He does the feed and all, carries water. Those answers are fine, but some of us will always love a dragon. A dragon, such a romantic figure really, that it surprises me neither of you said it. I'll always look at clouds and shape dragons from them. Thieglind and Zamantha, mighty Glyphrix of Netherflare. Hey, if your nethers flare for more than 4 hours, seek medical assistance. Advice. Can't wait until we're around a fire. The stories will soar. Extra 60 days. .5 armor. That's going on Angel Wraith. Build a bridge here. Get everyone involved so it goes reasonably swiftly. You know what? I've got time for one more. I'll do this. I have 15. Why wouldn't I cancel both? I'll do this one and then have to wrap up and we can pick up. This is probably the end of the chapter. Almost certainly the end of the chapter, but I don't have time to finish it, which is the annoying thing. I would like Anisha to level up at some point soon. It's kind of apt that it's called Silencers. Flux, you're being weird again. Fools build houses out of words. The wise make solider things. That's not actually a word. It's more solid, I believe. Sometimes I like to watch places change. It takes weeks of rain, wind, sun, silence. Once I saw an elk move itself from the path of a falling tree. Great wonders live in silences. Yes, and there's moments they might visit your day if it looks like home to them. So, at times I stay silent and watch a place change. I hope you're not bothered. Bothered? Nah, you do you, Flux. $25 charisma. Heck yeah. Oh, I guess I can recruit someone then. We'll have... heartwards. If there's no fight here. Time to recruit. So earlier when I said we shall never see his like again. It Lance Starscream, he's back. Riposta's nice. Bard is also nice. How could we not take Lance? Exactly. It's just Riposte. It's Riposte. I'm taking Riposte. Because it doesn't have... Oh, oops. Let's take Bard. The increased stunt chance might be nice. Folks call Lance an old soul, but that was because they had no better words for him. Stories of legendary... It's one happy wolf. Stories of legendary battles often felt familiar. Whew. Compose yourself, Bubbles. Unwritten verses of old ballads come out of him after a warm drink or two. And he dreamed of wind-ragged hills where banners blew and old blades lay buried. The Thrixer would never know what deceived them. So when the poor unfortunate souls drew him out of town with the opportunity to fight, Lance couldn't tell whether he was leaving home or going back to... Oh, he's such a happy wolf. I'm sorry. Oh, coming back to it. I assume you mean the incoherent laughter is the clip to take. I can make a note of the timestamp. It's about 2:15. There we go. I'll highlight that in a bit. Well, next week, I guess. Lance is ready for adventure. It's taken 3 campaigns, but Starscream is back. I did terrible, terrible things to Lance. I really, really did. However, he has his magic water spear still, so that's cool. Petroglass sea spear. Oh gosh, it's wonderful. So he'll never change from this. I actually looking at it because, or maybe he could get wolf paws. He might get wolf arms, maybe, I guess. But he'll never be able to get the crow head to finish the crow transformation, and I'm quite honestly happy with that. He might get wolf arms. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it. So the way clips work behind the scenes is it allows me to go to the video and highlight it, and then I'll save it as a highlight and add it to the collection. Because I know a couple of people have said they're not great at clipping, and it lets me edit the start and end point with more precision than the clipping tool allows, I think. Most of the time the clip's fine though, and I just leave it be. But yeah, I think this is as transformed as he's ever going to be. As in, maybe he'll get wolf arms, but I don't know if that's a part of the Wolf Touch theme. But Lance is back. That's all that matters. I also have too many people now in party. Anyway. Save the game. Erase all of these. Well, unfortunately, I must end the stream here. I need to go get ready to go on holiday for a long weekend. I'll be back on Tuesday with more of this. Possibly finish up in one stream, although it'll probably take me to Wednesday's stream to actually finish this. Depending on how long chapters 3, 4, and 5 are. Although I will say that the chapters seem to have gotten shorter as I've gone through the campaigns. Thank you for streaming. Coop de Loop, thank you for watching. Just any support is wonderful and gratefully accepted. So thank you. YouTube, obviously. Hopefully at some point you can swing by the Twitch channel, but if you can't, that's totally fine. I'm going to have to head off. I need to, as I get ready to go on the long weekend holiday. I'll be back on Tuesday with more of this. We're going to play this campaign till its end. And then, as I mentioned at the start, we'll play some Resident Evil 0. Because that was a sub-goal that got hit, technically speaking. I might... If this does take, you know, more than one stream to do, I might also get another Chiller's Ark game to play after finishing this, before Resident Evil 0. But we'll see. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. As ever and as always, from me to you and your loved ones, please do stay safe, please do stay healthy, please do stay wholesome, and you know, if you've liked the stream, please do come back. You're under no obligation to, obviously. I just like hanging out with cool people, and I'll see you around.